Good morning, everybody. We were not just nipping at each other. Welcome to Near Mint Condition, a channel where you can be part of a positive, honest community and lay claim to some comic book knowledge. I'm Astonishing Melanie, but the real star is
this guy, Uncanny Omar. What's up, everybody? Hopefully, everybody is staying safe out there. It is cold and icy and snowy here in the beautiful state of Kentucky. Where's everybody from and how's the weather? That's right. That's how old we are. I'm asking about the weather. How's the weather where you all are?
Ace, I'm not your mom.
Maybe Ace was talking to me. Did you ever think about that?
Oh,
and I'm okay with that. What's up, Manuel?
I was asking about you last night, Ace.
I was asking about Ace. I was wondering if they were doing all right. Manuel Harper, how's my buddy doing?
Simeon said that
thank you.
Your most recent video is really worth a watch. And Shonda Silk says, "Burr."
That means cold.
Yes,
I got it.
Yes.
I got it. What's up, Bar? And my buddy Transcendent Travis. Why did I was writing your name out. That's why I was like, why does that name sound familiar? Indiana and 27, boy. It's supposed to get up all the way to 40 degrees.
Oh, it's the temperature.
Fahrenheit.
I was like, I don't know what that means. It's like 15 right now here.
How's it going, Dean? You doing all right? Rick Gear, what's up, man? How's school been treating you, brother? Been minute.
Punisher Max and started Soul Darth Vader.
That Soul Darth Vader, I read it in one day. It was so good. Like, it's one of those books that I didn't want to put down, and I'm like, oh, I really got to go read some trade paperbacks, but it was so good. I liked it. And it went pretty quick. Hello from Poland. What's up, Andrew?
Philly. It's chilly, low, frosty here in Missouri. Good day for reading. That's true.
It is a good day for reading.
Oh, hey, Joey. Glad that you can make it to live.
It has been a while.
Australia's like so opposite of our time.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you saying, Ace? Omar and Melanie are both my moms. It's 2022. Y'all are thinking about me how adorable moms.
Okay, weird. What's up, Derek? How you doing, brother? Fort Worth. What is up, Fort Worth? How y'all ever get? Yeah, you do. You get a little snow down there, right? Maybe. I assume so. I like that mentality, Rick Gear. School will be better this year. Yeah, man. Max, my buddy.
Good. I'm glad you're getting a booster shot.
Congratulations, man. Stay warm.
My youngest, she was going to get the second dose of her vaccination, but it snowed, so the clinic got canceled. So I need to, get her someplace else. And good evening from Germany. Been a while since I could check out a live feed. Well, I'm glad that you joined. Hi, Gabriel.
Oh, is my buddy Gabriel here? Yeah.
The artist formerly known as Jesse. Say what?
Is that you? Is that? Oh my gosh! I remember when Prince came out in that outfit. Was it the MTV Music Awards? I love that song. First of all, get off. Anyway, that's AMA material.
Do you plan on reviewing Wolverine Volume 3?
Yes, as soon as I get it from Marvel Comics. Of course. They won because I love that book. I love that book. I don't even hold it in my hand, but the stories in there make up so many fond memories of my childhood. So yes.
So Shonda Silk, we are wearing the T-shirts that his brother gave us. He drew for Halloween for Christmas.
Yeah.
Aren't they awesome?
So my brother and I used to design T-shirts, and this is
Little Kitchen Nightmares.
So if you're a fan of like heck, as my daughter likes to call it, Hex Kitchen. And,
no, there's Kitchen Nightmares.
Oh yeah, that's right. In the video game Little Nightmares, this is like a mashup.
She drew that for Lydia because she liked both.
We have so many
and
really.
Then mine with me as Sailor Moon, Alicia as Jimmy Moon, and then look how cute Lydia is as Luna in a Luna suit, looking all like shy.
Yeah. So what's that graphic thing in the thumbnail? That gigantic thing. That is the Sentinel. That is the Hasbro HasLab Sentinel Kickstarter. I traded some video games for that. I just arrived. Did I miss any surprise announcements? No, but I do have a cover to show today. I have a cover of the Miracle Man that people have been asking about. Miracle Man Omnibus by Alan Davis. Alan Davis was one of the original artists on Miracle Man. And when I made the video, I didn't have the art yet because he hadn't drawn it.
Hi, Hannah.
So here we are now. I got it. So I'll be showing that today.
Oh, are we streaming on?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that because when I go to settings, the same thing happened last time. It was for some reason the broad.
Unless you have 1080p access on Facebook, viewers can only watch in 720p. What?
What? It's supported by YouTube, LinkedIn, and Twitch. You and your guests need
a solid internet connection for 1080p to work as well. Ooh, there was a typo. It said 108. It didn't say 1080.
Somebody needs to hire. Was Uncanny X? Okay.
We'll figure that out later.
So let's talk about this really quick.
Thank you, Rick.
Thank you for the super chat, my brother. He's asking about Uncanny X-Men Omnibus Volume 3. So I did reach out to Marvel about that. I haven't gotten a reply yet, but I assume that was a new that is the new printing, because it does have a new printing label on it. I assume something happened in between the distribution and the printer, because it was supposed to have the new spine, because we do have new spines for volumes 1 and 2. So some people that already got it, and I think it's already sold out, like the Jerome Pena cover is gone. That's what Cheap Graphic Novels told me, and then Dime Breed Collectors told me they're also gone, because he was having a hard time trying to reorder some more.
BO83, thanks for the Saturday tradition. O and M, always watch as I do my weekend chores. Awesome.
Thank you.
I like doing chores and watching YouTube videos as well. Okay. 1080p is available only for the $39.99 StreamYard plan.
Okay, well, I guess I gotta.
Well, okay. Thank you so much for explaining.
That is ridiculous, because it was always available, and
they changed it. We didn't pay attention.
We pay for that plan though. What?
The $39.99.
We pay for. Anyway, we'll talk about business later. Thank you for letting us know. Oh, that's what's going on there. Good morning, Omar and Melanie. Good morning, Johnny Neverland. I love his name.
Where?
What's up, Kenny? How are you doing, buddy? I got this week in the mail from eBay trade paperbacks of Avengers Assemble Volume 1, Heroes Return, and Final Crisis, Legion of Three Worlds and Infinity. You got some George Perez love then, man. That's some good stuff. That Final Crisis, Legion of Three Worlds gets so overlooked. I never hear anybody talk about it, but it's got some of the best Perez artwork. You're just drawing so many different Legionnaires from just different timelines. Oh, it's amazing. You don't even have to be a Legion of Superheroes fanboy or fangirl to appreciate it. Warming up the live stream this morning, 4 degrees, -4.
Morning, Melanie and Omar from Colorado. Are the Omnibus out of print? And if so, any chance on reprints?
Volume 1 just got reprinted, and Volume 3 had a second restock. I think the only one that is out of print is Volume 2, but I thought I announced that was coming back. Did I? I gotta go back and watch my own videos.
Deed said, I wonder if you'll announce Dan Slott Spidey or Michelini Bagley Omni.
I can't say a word. But there are Spider-Man announcements coming. Soon. I think people will be happy. I don't know. Don't put me on the corner.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Lionheart, we did finish watching season 4, so no spoilers for those who haven't watched season 4 of Cobra Kai.
I don't care how ridiculous, goofy, over the top, and over dramatic that show is. It gets me. I love it. That is my exact like that. Oh my gosh, it's like a dash of over dramatic.
It's more than a dash.
A dabble.
It's a dollop.
A dollop?
No, it's like a.
I don't care. It's great.
Heaping pile.
It's like watching 90210 with kicks.
With kicks.
And I don't care. I'm man enough to admit that I love that show and I want more. Cobra Kai, dude, it's so good. Oh, and Johnny is just the man.
Ripping off the key.
You knew it was happening too. They're like, we got to get the female audience interested.
Bar hasn't watched it, but you're definitely making this person want to watch it.
It's so good, and I have viewers that watch it that have never seen the original Karate Kid, and you don't need to, but you'll appreciate it so much more if you watch at least the first 3. My brother and I.
Well, because of the flashbacks and the differences. Our cat is on top of the bookshelf. She's never been on top of there.
She was over there and over there. But what I was going to say is, like, you will appreciate all of it so much more if you go back and watch those movies. My brother and I are like, man, can't wait for Hilary Swank to appear or Jaden Smith to come in and save the day.
I want her to be her reprise her role of Freedom Riders and do a mashup. Just finished work Here in the UK, do you reckon it's worth getting the X-Men Supernovas hardcover? Been hesitating since it misses the last arc before Messiah Complex.
It does, because Supernovas doesn't collect that. What was it? The Marauders trade paperback by Carey. I love Chris Bacalo's artwork, so I completely think you can get it on the cheap. Go for it, because sadly, there's no signs of an omnibus yet. Maybe one day that would be cool. I think it's Mike Carey's run is one of the most underrated X-Men runs that I think with time people will learn to appreciate it more and more. So hopefully one day we'll get an omnibus.
Joe mentioned, can't wait. Hope Mike Barnes better show up.
I said the same thing. I'm like, Mike, but he's like, we'll recruit more people. And I'm like, I better be Mike Barnes.
So again,
I need that title.
Spoilers for we're just talking in general about Cobra Kai. Hey, new Spooey channel, what's up? It has a wonderful observation based on the number of subs that have gone up in the last 2 weeks, which, we noticed too. It's terrific. I think Near Mint Condition is going to crack 60K subs by February.
Thank you. Yeah. I can't. It's been a nice, organic, gradual growth. It's been wonderful. Getting to know so many people, having the same familiar names pop up and ask questions. And if I can't get to your question, I'm so sorry. It's just I'm overwhelmed. And I told myself last year when I went full time that I'm like, I have to put priority on things. Like, so it's like social media messages that I get, and I get them every day. I only go and answer them once or twice a week. So yeah, just I'm sorry. Be paid. Most of the questions, of course, are like, Omar, when is this coming? And I can only say, I don't know, or I'm not allowed to say. Are you going to do an overview of Books of Magic 2? Yes, my Books of Magic 2 is coming. I believe it should be coming early next week, as well as Batman No Man's Land. Batman No Man's Land got a little bit of a delay. My copy, not your all's. So.
Partworks Comic Reader says, couldn't scan Legion of 3 Worlds on the shelf. Getting it closer, the Eagle Moss one has the JLA logo rather than Legion L at the bottom of the spine.
Oh, okay. It's also don't forget, it's in the Final Crisis Omnibus too, in case you have that. And you get it in an oversized format.
What do you think of Hickman passing the torch for X-Men? Oh, I didn't know that.
He left. How you doing, Luis? He left with Inferno. I haven't finished reading Inferno. I only read the first 2 issues. I can't wait to read the hardcover. And I think he will come back. I think there's still more stories to tell. I think the pacing is different than probably the way he wanted to go about it. So I think he'll be back. And as far, I don't know. I haven't read anything past him leaving. So I haven't read any of who's it? Jerry Duggan, I think is the new writer on X-Men. What's up, Matthew C? How you doing, buddy? Omar, who is crazier, Legion fans or X-Men fans? Legion fans. They still carry that torch. And nobody cares. I'm just kidding.
Marthor Studio says, I just got into comics to convince my dad to buy some graphic novels. Thank you, guys.
Oh, that's awesome.
And last week.
Is that him?
You convinced... No? Unless this person...
Oh, no, it was another name.
Convinced some kid's dad to buy
an omnibus.
For him.
Yeah.
And you were like, I'll call him up and say, you know who I'm talking, you know who you're talking to? This is the Uncanny Omar.
Is that how I sound to you? That's how I sound.
Dude, you make like silly voices for your brothers all the time.
Because they do have silly voices. The cat, you better get down. All right, she got down. Go ahead.
Okay. Thanks, reminder, Doug Collector, to I think I said that really dorky. Doug Collector.
I heard Duck Collector. Duck Collector?
For asking for some hitting of those likes, yo. Allie says, no spoilers, but the Mistaken Marvel Unlimited release of X-Men 7 is so good.
Okay. No, thank you, Allie, for no spoilers. I like that. What's up, Matthew? Matthew, I hope you're feeling better, my brother. Matthew is a phenomenal artist that everybody should be following. This guy's going to blow up one day, and one day you're going to see his variant cover of New Warriors Omnibus Volume 3. And it's going to say, to the Uncanny Omar, I love you. And I don't know why he wrote that on there.
You told Elvira you love her.
I did.
Like, and I love you.
That woman means the world to me. So I was going to say, he's going to write it like, you know how Don Rosa does the duck dedications in each of his covers? Like, he writes the word duck.
Yes.
It's hidden on the cover. That's how he's going to write it on all his covers. I love Omar. a lot to write and hide, though.
Any big announcements this week?
If as soon as I got 2 videos, I'm just waiting for approval. One was before Christmas, so I think it's because they're just now getting back. So as soon as they approve it, I'll be happy to show them. So I want to knock on wood and say yes, at least one, and it is Spider-Man related.
Off my shelves, we use
Final Cut Pro. Oh, I'm sorry.
We use Final Cut Pro. It doesn't crash on me. Not that I don't make nearly as many videos.
I will say filming 4K, you need a powerful machine to handle Final Cut Pro, and I use a Mac, right? And I was never a Mac guy, but I realized, what's up, BJ Kicks? I hope you're feeling better, my brother. It's just one of those things that I had to just come to terms with. You know, Macs can handle a lot more processing, so I have to have it, and especially if I'm dealing with 4K videos, and the length of the video, of course, and then how many layers you're working with. If you're working with music, if you're working with overlays, if you're working, anyway, that's a completely different topic, but yes. Is Amazing Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 4 getting reprinted? I have not heard. I've not heard about that one, but as soon as I do, you all will be the first to know.
Will DC print a Mark Waid Flash Omnibus?
I wish, brother. I'm with you. I want that so bad. It's in my most wanted DC books. And last year, I'm getting 2 of those. I'm getting The Question, one of my most wanted DC Omnis. The Question and Catwoman, East End. The Ed Brubaker's stuff.
Speaking of Ed Brubaker, did you see Ed Brubaker is going to be a writer?
I saw that.
The executive producer on the new Batman animated series coming to HBO Max.
I'm a big fan of his the Man Who Laughs. I'm a big fan of his Batman run. So his Batman stories were almost standalone-ish, like almost like single issues. So I'm ready. I'm good with that.
Well.
I think it will do really well, because if Paul Dini can write screenplays for Batman the animated series and then translate well into writing those single issue type of Batman stories, I think it can go the other way around too. Just my thought. It could suck. I doubt it.
Thank you for the super chat. Good morning from Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Thank you.
It's been a while since I've been able to join you guys. Thanks for all the great suggestions. Looking forward to more. Oh, thanks.
And thank you for the nice super chat. That is so kind.
Hi, Omar. Been watching for a while. Thanks so much for what you folks do. Have you heard anything about the Carnage Omnibus being reprinted?
I did not. I'm honestly surprised with the movie Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage, that we didn't get a reprint of it. But, who knows? These books will eventually be reprinted. It's just a matter of waiting around. And I will never tell anybody what to do with their money, but if you've got the money and you want to pay third-party prices and Carnage is like your favorite character because you have a tattoo collage of all Carnage on your back, then you go ahead and treat yourself and get that Carnage on the business.
Did you call Super Laugh Hard, Super Smile Hard for the thanks for the shout out?
I did. I'm so sorry about that.
Super Laugh Hard was saying Judge Dredd.
I'm going back to Judge Dredd. By the way, so far on our Patreon, it's Superman that's winning against the updated Spider-Man reading order, which was crazy because at one time it was Spider-Man leading, and then a bunch of people, I guess, went like, no, I'm voting for Superman. So if it's Superman, oh my gosh, that's going to be a challenge because Man of Steel 4 is in now. I've sold a bunch of my trades, so I have to use my customs and then talk about the trades. So anyway, I think it's going to be Superman reading order. I'm going to wait another couple days to give the final look at the poll. Thank you for the super chat, brother. John?
Do you think publishers have delays planned into their release dates now, or can we keep expecting constantly shifting dates?
No, they are working on it. For example, when I talked about one of my most anticipated books is Wolverine Omnibus Volume 3. So I think right now the distributors have August for Wolverine, including Amazon. But the latest date that I had from Marvel was October. So it's like they're planning ahead already. Like, hey, let's go ahead and shift some of these things, unfortunately, because, there's I can't say anything about that one. There's a certain book, I can say this. There's a certain book that now had to be put into the fourth quarter. Hopefully that's where it'll stay. Because it has to be that far apart from the previous volume, if that makes sense.
Graham.
What's up, Jack? How you doing? And Graham's in the house.
he has, and he's got a good question. Good morning, Omni. I thought I would tell you that I found a copy of Avengers Epic Collection, this Beachhead Earth.
Yes.
And it's on its way. Also, which do you like better, Rocky or Karate Kid?
Oh my gosh, dude, it's like Sophie's choice here. Both are equally as awesome. Both are practically the same story, right? Underdog that rises above it all. But the correct answer is Over the Top. Over the Top. It's an arm wrestling movie by Canon Pictures.
That's the correct answer.
Y'all remember the move he did too? Anyway, no. I gotta go. Oh my gosh, Rocky 4. The greatest Rocky movie ever. I love Rocky
Director's
4.
cut?
The director's cut was good, but I like my classic.
Original.
The original is like a freaking montage. Like 70% of the movie's a montage. That's why I love it. Oh, I love Rocky 4. Karate Kid is probably second.
Trucker arm wrestling.
Trucker. Yeah, you remember Over the Top, brother. Yeah, man. I love that stupid movie too.
Any news on a Predator Omni?
It's still in the works. Like, it's not been canceled, so it's still in the catalog. It's still, I think the last date I saw was May. That could change though.
Joey's been reading nonstop under so many of your suggestions, and nice to catch a live. Thanks for bringing me back to comics, my man. Night to you too. Oh, thanks.
Thank you, brother. And I hope you're enjoying all those stories. I hope you're enjoying all the stories.
Ken is saying, do you think the Marvel Epic Collections for the Avengers will go past 1998 and maybe get Heroes Return in Epic Collection format, or will that be released in complete collections?
Well, if they're following the formula of Captain America, if they're following the formula of Fantastic Four, those will be released in complete collections. But here's the thing you got to ask yourself. When it's rebranded 10 years from now, those will probably be an Epic Collection. Just the way I think.
What do you think the reprint poll will look like now when we do
it? Yeah, that will be in February. I need to get with my dudes to help me out with that again. The last year it was a lot of fun, a lot of work these guys put into it, but everybody got a chance to vote and it worked out awesome. There's still a couple of books that are made it to our top 20 that they haven't reprinted yet, but for the most part, holy crap, it's crazy to be a part of this, like having a voice in all this. It's amazing. Not just me. I mean, y'all are the ones that vote. So it's been amazing. It's been crazy. Hold on, go here for a second. Omar, David is screaming, so he's being for real here. Talk to David G about Beta Ray Bill Gallery. Dude, wasn't it good? That was like my book of the week. It was so awesome. Over the top. Beta Ray Bill kicking all kinds of butt. Yeah, I need to freaking finish Wonder Woman Dead Earth too.
Okay, Ted's question kind of goes along with Josh Greyhouse's.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Omar, is Lone Wolf and Cub getting the deluxe HC treatment from Dark Horse?
We don't know yet. I do have two new contacts at Dark Horse. They're in the middle of a shift, so hopefully we'll get some news about that. And so I would love to announce that.
Josh was asking about manga on this channel.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a separate video about that. What's going on?
You said last week.
I know, but I didn't have time.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have time.
Well, I don't want to. It's a pain in the butt right now. Is what's happening with manga. Not just me, but with a lot of creators, content creators. So much so that to the point where they can take down the channel overnight. So I did want to make a statement about that because I feel like it's needed because a lot of people come here for manga. And I don't want to stop talking about it. So I have to think of different ways and get with the publishers about how we can work with this. Because neither YouTube or the US publishers are helping. It's up to me to try to get strikes out. It's ridiculous. Oh, like seriously ridiculous. And it's not me. It's a lot of content creators are dealing with the same stuff.
So we have to be really careful about which manga that we can show and how much we don't know.
Yeah, and then this
because it completely came out of left field.
Well, and the reason I didn't want to talk about it is because this is a long conversation. Like it goes into what can you show, what can you know, and the fair use between here and Japan. So
it's just that the publisher sent manga to review, but then from Japan they're like, no, you can't show it. So there's no communication.
No, it's not. No, you can't show it. It is you got a legal strike.
Yeah, and
so if I get one more,
like,
they can shut down my channel.
yeah, the publisher sent it to review.
Can I even talk
and
to the publisher?
Convince people to buy it.
So I talked to the publisher and I was like, "Hey, you guys sent me this. You said I could." I was about to answer that question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Now I don't know what it is. It's okay.
Okay.
So anyway, that's a whole different conversation. I don't want to bring our conversation on Saturdays down. So I'll talk about that in a separate video. If you know anything about YouTube's system, it's beyond unfair on creators and sides with big corporations more often than not. Really disheartening. It really is. It really is, and it was an eye opener. This whole 2021 has been nothing but a learning curve for a guy that went full time in January. And whenever I do my like retrospect on like this past year, these are things I need to bring up, like for content creators that want to pursue this in the future. It's just, there's a lot of unfairness that happens, and I have never, nor will I ever be the one that played the victim. Like, oh, poor me, I can't do this because of this. No, I try to find ways around it. You all don't need to know what's happening behind the scenes. My job is to entertain you all, and that's it. I have to worry about everything else going on with YouTube and legal stuff.
Right, but I think it's important just to...
Well, I think it's important to put it out there because my channel could be gone tomorrow and people are going to be like, why is Omar's videos not here?
That's just what... yeah.
All right, let's keep going. Thank you, baby.
Right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's see. How long typically does Marvel need to wait before subsequent Omni volumes are released in a series?
This is an excellent question, and if it used to be 7 to 10 years, right? Y'all remember Wolverine between volumes 1 and 2 was 10 years. It was crazy. Sometimes they wait for the masterworks, which we appreciate as people that love the best quality content. The masterworks do the heavy lifting of... Sometimes they wait for the masterworks.
I turned it down.
Okay. So the masterworks, when they touch up the artwork and things like that. And then a couple of years later, like, for example, I'll use X-Men, right? Like X-Men, we just got the volume, or at least it's coming, the volume that we need between this volume 4 and Mutant Massacre. So I say, next year. But if it's something like modern, I don't think they wait that long. Something classic, they wait for the masterworks to sell, and then they move on to the omnibus format.
RG's back from vacation.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Any chance of a reprint of Nightwing New 52 Omnibus?
I didn't know it was out of print, but yes, they reprint their own things, like they do stealth reprints. They're doing New 52, and they're also doing Teen Titans. They're doing Gotham Central. The only book that I thought that they pulled was the DC 1 Million. I think that is pulled. And I want to say that was pulled not because DC is goofing up again, but because they noticed there was a huge price glitch on Amazon. So the loophole around that is, let's cancel the book, bring it back into the catalog with a different ISBN. That way Amazon does not have to honor that price. Bam. That's what I think is happening with that book.
Anthony just started getting into Omnis recently. I was wondering how often do pre-orders sell out. I saw Uncanny X-Men Volume 2 direct market covers sell out on cheap graphic novels last week, so I was curious. Thank you.
Usually with reprints, they sell out quick because there's not that big of a print run. So if it's something like older, like Fantastic Four Volume 1 or Uncanny X-Men Volume 2, they go fairly quick. Just because Marvel doesn't print that many of those. If it's a new printing, they do stick around for a while. Last year would have been a different story, but this year it seems like things have, I don't want to say slowed down because the sales are still really good. It's just that they kind of normalized. Like the sales have been steady. So some books will last months. There are times that I find out through you all what's out of print, honestly. And it's really crazy because I was like I had no idea Nightwing was out of print until that gentleman just asked. I assume it was a gentleman.
Gabriel saying, for someone who's not read X-Men, being me, what X-Men omnibus do you recommend? Gabriel jumps into.
Gabriel, I think you would modern X-Men. Astonishing X-Men is phenomenal, honestly. Astonishing X-Men is great. Yeah, you have to. to appreciate it more, you would have to have read a lot of the Claremont run, but not really. New X-Men is solid too. Morrison does an amazing job of just remodernizing the characters for a new time. And glad I got that Amazon to give me that gift card when I did it. But if you want to go with classics, I think to me, like, the big story is God Loves, Man Kills. We did a book club on our Patreon about that, and it was, people brought up some really good points about how it's a great read, but it's dark. It's like, it is a dark read, the things that happen in that story. Mm-hmm. So be prepared for things like that.
John, thank you for the super chat. What are the chances of a Heroes Reborn Fantastic Four Omni? Other titles got them, and this was when I started reading Fantastic Four.
I love that
oversized format.
Okay, so this was something I've been wondering about. Because Iron Man had it with the Heroes Reborn, or you mean Heroes Return, right? Captain America got a Heroes Return omnibus with Mark Waid and Dan Jurgens. Then there was Iron Man by Busick, Avengers by Busick. So I think there's a strong chance because we have the complete collections coming out. This is the first time those stories have been collected in trade paperback format. Most of the stories, some were, but they were really like thin 6-issue trades. This is the first time those trades have been collected in thick format. So hopefully after the sales of those, after the final volume comes out, we'll get an omnibus announcement, and I cannot wait because I love that era too. Chris Claremont introducing Valeria, probably one of the greatest things that have happened to the Fantastic Four, and leading. We would need I think 2 volumes between that Heroes Reborn or Return, and Mark Waid's omnibus.
Thank you for the super chat, The Outer Limits Arcade. What's up, and Mel? Happy Saturday. Just showing some love from Atlanta. Hey, how's your dad doing, brother? Anyways, this is Big Chris.
Oh, it's Big Chris. What's up, man? He's doing a lot better. Mm-hmm. He's doing a lot better. Knock on wood. He's 70. Oh my goodness, my dad's 77? I'll do the math later.
Kid is asking, do you think for future Star Wars Omnibus or Epic Collections, we will get stories from the Dark Horse Comics run released like Star Wars Tales, Crimson Empire, and Invasion? ?
Yes. I think there was another super chat, baby. Yes, Kenny, I think we will get those. Either in they seem to be selling really well in omnibus format, I'll be honest. So maybe we'll get more in omnibus format.
Why do trades, thank you for the super chat, Thomas. Why do trades leave out parts of the stories they're supposed to tell, but omnis and absolutes just so happen to have parts that the trades do not?
And vice versa. This happens a lot, not just with trades, but also omnis. I'll use this as an example. Uncanny X-Men Omnibus Volume 2 does not contain Iron Fist 15, which is the first appearance of Sabretooth. However, the Epic Collection does. So it goes vice versa. I think it's just different mapping, right? They have mapped out the Omnis different than they mapped out the Epic Collections. Epic Collections are supposed to collect everything if it's important and crucial to the story. So I would have to know what book you're talking about, because like Executioner Song, right? To me, Executioner Song is more of an important New Mutant story, so they have to collect. No, I'm sorry. Rewind. Forget I said that. Extinction Agenda is more of a New Mutant story. It's important. Uncanny, Omar talked pretty one day. It's important and crucial to the story and the characters of New Mutants. So that has to be included in the Epic Collection. Whereas it's not really that important to the characters of X Factor. Yeah. It's so you pay for the same material twice. Also that. As a completist, do you all... I will tell you all a little behind-the-scenes secret. And I think I told David this. There was an Avengers omnibus that came out 2020, last year or this year? The beginning of this year. Or 2021, sorry. The Gathering. And when David sent me the list of the content, I said, I can really get rid of this Marvel Premiere Avengers versus X-Men if they print the Exodus story in there. So I emailed him. I'm like, what would be crucial to this would be to print the Exodus story in there with the Black Knight Exodus. And his team got back to him and they were like, yeah, that's a good idea. And I'm like, awesome. I'll get rid of my Marvel Premiere, because there's a lot of times I keep a trade paperback or a little hardcover because one issue is missing from the omnibus or the Epic Collection. So yes, I'm a completist and I have to have it all.
Well, David is thanking you with the super chat that you're truly an inspiration. Thank you for everything you do for this community.
Thank you for being a part of this community, my dude. Thank you, all of you.
And Neon saying, any chance for Star Wars Solo and Last Jedi adaptation getting the hardcover treatment?
I hope so. I was hoping that the movie adaptations would get a big omnibus edition, but we only got the Age of Heroes and Age of what was it? Age of Heroes and Age of Villains? Is that what it was called? Those were gonna get the omnibus adaptation, but instead we got an oversized hardcover. So maybe one day.
Hey Omar, any update on Hulk by Peter David Omni 4, including the rest of Volume 1 after he left?
No, not gonna happen, man. I tried. So there are times that I do try, and Marvel's like, no, we have plans for that. And then there are times that they're like, yeah, let's do it. Like Iron Fist, right? Like that worked out in our favor. We got more of an expanded Iron Fist, including the 8-page story that a lot of you reminded me about, and from I Am an Avenger. And then there are times that they say, no, I tried that with X Factor was the heartbreaking one. Because I'm like, but if you map it, I even had I was like a dork with like slideshow presentations ready. I'm like, see, if you map it directly right next to Fatal Attractions, and or if you include it all the way up to the stories from Phalanx Covenant, this would be stories that have never been collected. But again, because they're doing epic formats, that's the route. If somebody wants everything, then they go the epic route. If you just want the Peter David stories, you get the X Factor by Peter David. But hey, at least we're getting investigations, which makes me really proud of this community. We made that happen. Good job, everybody. And you all made Ultimate Spider-Man 2 happen. You all did that. That was amazing. I mean, Ultimate. Hey, y'all.
Thank you, Mike, for the super chat. Happy Saturday. Do I need to read Road to No Man's Land to understand No Man's Land? Also, feelings on Matt Reeves' The Batman trailer.
I've only seen one trailer, and that's all I need to see. I don't need to see any more trailers, and because I'm going to go see the movie anyway. I don't need anything else spoiled for me. I'm excited for it. It's Batman, right? It's angry. It's angst. Sure, let's go see it. I can't believe that's Colin Farrell as the Penguin, though. That's crazy. You can completely go into No Man's Land without having to read Road to No Man's Land. Just know that at the start, Batman has given up on Gotham, and it's up to his supporting cast, including the Gotham Police Department, to fight, the supervillains that are forming their own little sections of Gotham City, because Gotham has gone, the government has given up on Gotham. It's declared no man's land. It's an awesome story. I really like it. You don't need to have read it, but I think it's more fun if you do read it, because I read it jumping into No Man's Land, because there was no trade paperback when I was getting these of Cataclysm. There was no trade paperbacks of Road to No Man's Land. I had the old crappy No Man's Land trade paperbacks, and I was fine.
Best Riddler story.
What is that? Strange Apparitions? There's like a Riddler. It's like a Riddler year one type of story. What was that trade paperback called? Collects like Penguin, Riddler. Although the Arkham Asylum one is pretty good too. The Arkham Riddler. That's a really solid story.
Are you going to update the top 20 artist video?
Yeah, I'll give it a little bit of time. Of course.
What are your favorite books that aren't comics?
Friday and Chronicles. The Red Wall series. I love Little Mice with Swords.
Like Mouse Guard, but that's a comic.
Yep. The Stand. Stand's my favorite Stephen King book.
I like, from my childhood, and I always love A Wrinkle in Time series, Chronicles of Narnia.
Yep.
I used to read young adult fiction a few years ago, but I'm liking more of the memoirs and like collections of essays. David Sedaris, I'm really enjoying right now. And I went and I checked out a Terry Pratchett book, Weird Sister, Sunday when the library's open, and I've read 2 pages. That's how busy I've been. I'm like, I read 2 pages while I was eating, and then I'm like, I think I need bifocals. This is kind of hard to see.
You think we'll get a James Tiny Onion, Batman?
Onion.
I know how to say. Yeah, I'm sure we will. I hope we get a Tom King one first, regardless of how people feel about Tom King's stories. I think it would sell.
Thank you for the super chat. I love the Gathering Omni. Have you heard anything about the Captain Marvel by Deconic Omni? It's been leaked, but I'd love a confirmation.
I know nothing about it.
Okay.
That's all I can say.
Why is Fantastic Four by Byrne Omnibus Volume 1 getting a reprint as it seems to be in stock in most places? It's already had a reprint. We need Volume 2.
Well, let me explain that really quick, Brian, because this is an excellent question when people ask, like, why is this getting a reprint? It's still on sale. It's not coming from the distributor. If the distributor is showing out of print or out of stock, that's when Marvel says, okay, let's go back to print with that book. So because a book is on sale like at Cheap Graphic Novels or Walt's Comic Shop or Dime Breed Collectors or Organic Price Books, In Stock Trades, DCB, wherever it is, it might be the last of the stock. Does not mean that the book is in print, though. So when that stock sells out, that's all there is. Does that make sense? Like the difference between selling out at a distribution level and selling out at like Amazon, right? Amazon could still have 1,000 copies, and I don't even know how because this change in distribution has been a nightmare. You can't see how many copies are left at the distributor anymore. That was the one thing about, well, there are a couple things I appreciated more about Diamond and Previews world. You could see, the retailers could see how many copies of a book was left. Now it's like, nobody knows. So if they sell out, you get a call. Hey man, we're all out. Sorry.
Mark Zimmer? Oh, and
No, I ain't confirming anything. I don't know nothing.
And then there was something in your eye. Mark Zimmer said that he saw David Sedaris live because he actually left his house and it's hilarious. Now there it is. Yeah, I saw it with a couple people. I saw him with a couple people a few years ago, and it was very enjoyable.
Warren, good morning from my extremely snowy corner of Canada. Just poured my favorite coffee to compliment my favorite YouTubers. Thank you so much. And we got a super chat here from Vigilant.
Yeah, thanks again.
Danny.
Your brother's a super talented artist. We will tell him. You guys should publish a book. Safe to say we would all buy it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
That would be a great goal for this year.
I have many goals for this year, but let's get goal number 1 out of the way first.
What? Yeah, I know. But what? You didn't tell me the other goals. I learned so much stuff on the live chat when he talks to you guys.
Wow, I actually caught you while you are live. What was that huge book in the thumbnail? That wasn't a book, brother. That was the Sentinel HasLab. So it's a big Sentinel. It's a toy. It's a toy. Let's just go to CB. How's my buddy doing? Hey, Omar, my Vader Omni came to me with the dust jacket wrapped around the book in the wrong places. Is there a good way to fix this without damaging it? I hate when that happens. Are you talking about like the creases already there from the flaps? Is that what you're talking about? Because you can fix that by putting books on top of it. I've done that in the past. When I that is a pet peeve of mine when a freaking spine is misaligned. Both DC and Marvel are guilty of that. Of course, not so much Dark Horse because hardly any other books have dust jackets on them anymore. But you can just put some books on top of it to align it properly. And I've had dust jackets come upside down. I've had double dust jackets sometimes.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kevin. I thought I did. I guess, let's see. Do you know if Road to No Man's Land reprint happened already?
Yes.
I must have, because we talked about Road to No Man's Land. So when I was looking and I just skimmed it, I was thinking it was that one. So
just
good.
Put little stars by them just in case.
I'm glad that.
So I think it came.
Thank you for the super chat.
But there's still places that have it. This is Road to No Man's Land. I can't remember who has it now. Is it maybe Dime Breed Collectors or Inorganic Price Books? I think both of those places still have it. Don't quote me on that though.
So wait. So the question is the reprint happened already? So
yes.
You're saying yes.
The restock. It was a restock. It wasn't really a reprint. Good evening and happy Saturday, Minties. Hope y'all.
Thank you, Bob, for the super chat. Let's read it together.
No.
Do it.
No, you go ahead.
Hope you'll do the Batman review when it comes out. I'll keep pushing the DC movie shows reviews agenda.
You have an agenda? Oh man. Okay. Yeah, we'll do it.
What if instead of going like that, like I just like punched you in the face?
Have you gotten a review copy of the X-Men Omnibus Volume 1? I don't know if I'm going to get it because it was a reprint. I'll ask about that because I asked about the Fantastic Four. I know people have been asking me about those. Y'all haven't seen any of my comments either. Aaron, which comment? Melanie, which comments have you missed from my buddy Aaron? Look, James is here.
Yeah,
You
that's
missed...
a good point. Look, Omar's gonna get DC
Oh,
to listen
gosh.
to.
Best Penguin story. Danny DeVito. Please wait 3.5 times if Daredevil by Brew Baker Volume 2 reprint has a release date.
So do you not have a Best Penguin story?
I actually like his penguin. It's creepy.
I don't.
The Penguin Affair.
And I love Danny DeVito.
It's coming out in the classics. Put a towel over it. An iron towel. Allie, that is a really good suggestion. I've never done that. Just you put a towel over the dust jacket and iron the towel. Excellent, excellent suggestion. I like that. Oh, good, RG. That is a good idea. What about a video on the best 90s comics? I think a lot of people assume most stories put out in the 90s sucked. You're absolutely right. And it would be cool to see the exceptions. They have some hidden... There's a lot of great stuff. And the thing about the 90s comics is I also missed out on a lot of them because I left comics in the 90s. So I didn't come back until New X-Men. I left with Onslaught, and I came back with New X-Men. So I missed...
forsaken the comics world.
That's why collected editions are a blessing, because I can just go back and read them that way. I'm completely ignoring what you're saying.
That sounded like a commercial. You're like, that's why collected editions are a blessing. And speaking of collected editions, if you live in the EU...
Oh, look at Jugway. Watch out now. Do you even remember what to say? You should check out Walt's Comic Shop. They're out of Berlin, Germany. They have the cheapest pre-order prices for Marvel and DC big books within the EU. Flat rate shipping of €9.90 in all EU countries. Extremely careful and sturdy packaging. All emails will be answered within 24 hours. That is waltzcomicshop.com. And for a limited time, you can enter the code near mint condition, all one word, to check out to get free shipping for all EU countries with your first order.
Walt's Comic Shop, your reliable source for Omnis and premium collected editions in Europe. I don't know if
he actually likes that.
Oh, good!
Will DC release a new catalog soon? Yes, that catalog is being built. Hey, Omni, that's us. Any recommendations on bookshelves? Looking for sturdy and simple? Doesn't need to be pretty. Maybe one that can also fit long boxes and short boxes.
I was gonna say IKEA.
The Kallax
wouldn't. Yeah, the Kallax wouldn't fit.
Kallax is what I use for my Omnis because they're sturdy. Just the build and the.
And I think all the boxes, the sections, it looks nice, right? That you could fit about 5-6 Omnis, just depends on the size.
Thickness.
But 5 to 8 average.
And Billy's for trade paperbacks. We need an X-Men Bishop's Crossing Executioner Song Omnibus, dear Omar. Dear Xavier, I agree. I agree. Melanie skips on everyone's questions.
Oh my goodness, I'm trying to be fair.
She only goes to her favorite people.
Give turns to everybody. Thank you, Ray Cloud.
Thank you for the super chat. Good morning. Do you guys listen to audiobooks? I've been listening to the Sandman ones while I forgot the Sandman books were out in audio. Isn't it Neil Gaiman? Isn't he the narrator in that book? And the absolutes, and it's been amazing. I did with the last 2 Song of Ice and Fire books because I really liked the guy that read them. And then the Harry Potter books, I think I listened to the 3rd and 4th one because I really liked the guy that read those books. Let me ask you something, Red Cloud. Do you read them
in a long time?
In a fast speed?
Oh no, I never speed it up.
I have a friend of mine that only listens to audiobooks, but he has to read them at a fast speed or listen to them at a fast speed, which kind of defeats the idea of having a good voice actor reading those books.
The Billy.
Yeah.
Bows a lot with Omnis.
I was going to say, I only use Billy's for trades. Kallax has to be for the Omnis.
There, I showed it.
You do, bro. You always skip in my comments. I'm dropping good quality ones. Where's your comment? I didn't see it.
Secret Invasion Omnibus reprint coming up?
No, I can safely answer that one. I didn't even know it was out of print. My pal does that with Critical Role. I think people do that with my videos too, I've been told. Because I remember doing a one-on-one with somebody and they were like, oh, this is what you really sound like. I'm so used to listening to you at 1.3 speed or something like that. And I'm like, man, I thought I talked fast enough. Any chance of an X-Men Revolution by Claremont reprint? It's what I'm missing. I haven't heard about that one. I know Eva Destruction is out of print. What's the X-Men one? The Shattershot is out of print. There's a lot. No, just normal, and yes, it's an all-star cast with Neil. Oh, that's awesome. Totally forgot about that. I need to do that.
Max is asking, are there any more Doctor Strange announcements coming up? Yes, I'm greedy.
Not that I've heard.
What is your omnibus? Wow, what a deep question. How do you How do you interpret that?
New Warrior
favorite?
New Warriors Omnibus 2. That's what David said the Marvel office calls the Omar bus. I swear.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he's like, that's what we've dubbed it, the Omar bus. And I'm like, great. The lowest selling omnibus of all time is called the Omar bus. Awesome.
Just trying to start to answer my Q&A fast.
If you're asking like what my favorite one is, then it's Uncanny X-Men 3 or things like Gotham Central.
Carlos, and my Spider-Man versus Venom. Carlos, thank you for the super chat. Do you know if the Harrow County Library is coming back in stock? Only volume 1 is, but I thought they were evergreen.
No, they're not. They're not evergreen. And as soon as I get No Man's Land, I will be doing an overview of it. I've asked about Harrow County. Yes, Nth Man, my man. And they have time and time again said, not right now. We're focusing on our omnibus editions, which those are soft covers. But I'm going to keep trying because I'm going to keep telling them, like, look, there's more people collecting these things. So as long as they're willing to listen, we'll try to make that happen. I'm trying to do the same thing with BPRD, but they're like, we've decided to shift the focus over to the soft covers. And I understand that they're cheaper. But there's a demand for these hardcovers and people will pay. So.
Been reading Spidey from the start. Gwen's my go-to, but MJ or Gwen? MJ!
Eddie Brock.
Actually, that's giving me ideas.
Don't do that. This is the live stream on Saturdays. Don't do that. Oh man.
My symbiote likes that idea. Raise.
I'm gonna go with Gwen. Had a bad experience with redheads. Like they forgot to buy me coffee experience.
What? Okay, let me.
I'm not judging all redheads. Let me take that back because I did date a couple of them past the one redhead that was bad. Boy, I'm just digging the hole deeper. Hey Omar, where would you recommend to start reading Star Wars? Old Republic, because if you're a fan of the movies, going back to reading when the Jedi were just like in full power, oh my gosh, it's so different, and you don't need to read anything. Oh, Betty Brant. Anything before or after, it's a great start. Oh, it's so good. But yeah, I know, Kyle. That's why I haven't given up.
Oh man. Johnny is saying more Usagi hardcover reprints.
They're doing soft covers, aren't they? Yeah, that's crazy. They're focusing on the soft covers. I have a bad experience with redheads as well, and I'm not judging all redheads. I have some good redheaded friends.
Oh, look, Bart. See, he just answered that question with somebody else's question. So there you go.
Are you yelling at me or Bar?
No, Bar.
Why are you yelling at Bar?
Any chance of Busek Perez Avengers Omni reprints?
That would be a good time, huh? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, but now would be a good time. Deadly Class is. I think Deadly Class is still going. That name is awesome. Felicia, that's a good answer. What's up, Felicia? What's up?
That was just fun. That was just a fling, though.
Oh, is that what that is? Okay.
Did you read Hickman's Inferno? What'd you think of it?
I've only read the first 2 issues. I'm waiting for the hardcover. So, yes. I accidentally pressed the send button. What'd you send? My girlfriend's a redhead. Bad time for her to be watching the stream. I'm sad. I'm not judging all redheads. Some of them are great. Some of them became really good friends with me. I'm sure they're dating. I'm sure some of the redheads I dated are probably thinking all Latino men are crazy too. Where can a Canadian find direct market covers? Local comic shops, if they're ordering from Diamond, and if you don't live around local comic shops, man, I think Curtis, when I have Curtis on the show again, he was telling me about a new store that's opening up. That's going to be an online shop like cheap graphic novels for Canada.
Oh,
So,
that'd be great.
that would be awesome. That way, you know, you got Walt in the EU, you got Reed in the UK, you've got cheap graphic novels, and you know, you got a couple of options in America: cheap graphic novels, Ironbreed Collectors, Organic Price Books, In Stock Trades, Tales of Wonder. Though Tales of Wonder is changing a little bit of the way they're doing things.
So we've got a couple of where to start questions right here.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew's asking in general. I really don't know where to start with comics. Well, let's see. For I'm guessing if you're interested, that you're aware of the superheroes, maybe ask like for specific superhero, or yeah, I'd say that, Andrew. And then there was one above that was a question. If you could go back up,
Mm-hmm.
Would reading Spider-Man Blue be a good start to reading Spider-Man?
I think so. I think because
it works. You may appreciate it more if you've read other stories, but it completely makes sense. It's a standalone story.
I've had friends that have never read those early Spider-Man stories when that takes place, and they were completely okay with it because it shows the love and appreciation for the relationship of Gwen and Spidey, and honestly, that's where you see, oh wow, he really did love Gwen, and then well, I'm not going to ruin that ending, but it's a beautiful ending. Is it true that we'll be getting a Daredevil by Miller omnibus reprint? Boy, these leaks. I don't know. When and why did you stop collecting floppies? Why? Because I looked at my shelves and I said, this is the way.
This is the way.
I miss going to comic book stores. My comic book store just wasn't the same. They sold it to somebody else that was sadly
it went more games and cards.
And they were more about the money.
And didn't have as good business sense.
Yeah. And, I said, okay, well, then this is the way I'm going to start collecting. That was in 2004 and 5.
Well, and as you mentioned, I suppose it's, you are very passionate about orphaned issues, which still happen. However, you could get one book and not have to hunt down, 25 issues.
So if it's a part of a crossover, and, it helps me read those old stories that I can't afford in single issue format. Do I use Comixology? I do from time to time. We have a near mint condition account that I use for, mainly Maddie uses it for old reader, new reader, but I use it from time to time to check some of the most recent books.
Okay, Sean was saying that. Wait, sorry, I got lost.
Okay, here.
Okay. Oh, James, we did talk about this earlier.
I am not going to bring Hilary Swank into this conversation.
I was looking for if Andrew said his favorite superhero. Type C Logic saying, pro tip, sample free comics during Free Comic Book Day and similar events.
That is a good idea. And the Humble, the Humble bundles sometimes will have digital copies really cheap if you want to sample some of these stories before you jump into something expensive. Marvel usually does not reprint hardcovers, but do you think that Daredevil by Sib Zdarsky will get a reprint? Volume 2 is coming out in February. I've not heard about that one. They did one for Immortal Hulk, so sometimes they do reprint them. What's up, Jess? How are you doing? Running through Claremont's run with all new Omni reprints coming out. I'm going to go broke. I'm so sorry. Yes, you will. To all my fellas here trying to get into comics, you should go to the reading orders for your favorite superheroes and big crossover events. NMC has some cool videos. Free sponsorship.
Oh, yeah,
Thank you,
true.
Sebastian. Thank you, my man. Sebastian, look at that. That's a better answer than what we could give.
Let's see. Wonder Woman Historia. The art in there is just amazing. Can you have a talk with David that we've been waiting years for that Michelini and Bagley Omni, and it needs to be mapped correctly?
I'm gonna have David. I need to set a meeting with you. Make this happen. What's up, Amanda Pacheco? How you doing, buddy?
This is a good idea. Isn't Hilary Swank going to be the new principal at the school where all these karate nuts go? There you go.
So we stop making Hilary Swank come back to the Karate Kid universe. I hate that movie.
Hal chatted with Don Rosa last week about Scrooge, and he's going to sign my entire Don Rosa collection books through the mail.
He's
such a nice
good guy.
You interview him. Wow, that
Where did you
is
see?
awesome.
Where did you see him? Omar, I am going to read the first 3 Omnis of Uncanny X-Men as they come out. I already got 2 and 3 on the way, and 1 is soon to come. From X-Men Jesus, what should I look forward to? From X-Men Jesus, you mean Jesus, because I'm Latino. Look forward to God Loves Man Kills in that volume 3. It's my favorite. David, we need to talk. I text him right now. We need to talk, David. He's like, is this important? Yes, it's about this Michelini Bagley omnibus that we need so bad. Hypothetically speaking, wink wink, if Marvel did reprint Marvel Miller Daredevil books, would there be new covers or the Elder? Okay, I'm going to say something right now, Kane. Hypothetically speaking, if Marvel did reprint Daredevil omnibus by Miller, did Uncanny Omar try to get that Steve Ditko story in there, even though it's not by Miller? Yes, he did. Did, hypothetically speaking, Marvel say no? Yes, they did, hypothetically speaking. That was the New 52 Batman Superman series, and the hardcovers are not oversized. They are standard edition hardcovers. The only oversized one is the Omnibus edition, and they're fun. If you like the cartoon, they're a lot of fun. So that I strongly suggest that if you enjoy the cartoons.
Can you show our mailing address?
Yeah. We need a Road to Mutant Massacre omnibus. We do. The prelude to the massacre. So at this time, we're going to open up this mail. We do have an address where people can mail us stuff. That is near mint condition, P.O. Box 1678, Versailles, Kentucky, 40383. Or you can email us drawings, nearmintcon@gmail.com in case you live overseas. But this is from Brian, isn't it?
Yeah.
He does live overseas, and he was kind enough to send us something.
Brian Meenan. I hope I'm saying your last name correctly.
Thank
you so much.
And then I'll be showing the cover to the Miracle Man Omnibus, the standard edition cover.
This is packed nicely. All right.
Right now, as soon as we open this up. Oh, actually, while Melanie opens this up,
yeah,
here is your Miracle Man cover. This is the standard edition cover. So this was the one that's going to be available everywhere. It is by Alan Davis. It's a brand new piece of art by Alan Davis. And there you look. Screen share. Now I'll be posting this on our social media. So, but I didn't want to.
Wait.
No. Oop. There you go. I'll be posting this on our social media. But look at that awesome piece by Alan Davis. I love it. So this is the standard edition cover, the one that will be available everywhere. I showed the direct market cover on purpose. So who's Miracle Man? I think I need to do a video on who's Miracle Man because there are a lot of people that have asked me that. And I think it's time to do who's Miracle Man. Ooh, what's the channel schedule for the week? That is a good question. Channel schedule for the week are a retro view of an omnibus on Sunday, the Star Wars Rise of the Sith omnibus overview on Monday. Tuesday will be the Marvel trades. Wednesday will be the Book of Magic Volume 2. Thursday, hopefully, the Batman No Man's Land omnibus. Friday should be the DC collected editions solicitations for April 2022.
Fourth layer. This is awesome.
Wow, this man can pack a book. The DM covers, I don't have those with me. They're on that video where I announced the Miracle Man omnibus. Sneak peek at the Thor omnibus. I don't have that one yet. Oh, I do have it. That one. It's over there. I'll get that in a second. I haven't even opened it.
What's it called? Thor what?
It's right there. It's on top. It's called Thor omnibus. Sneak peek at the Thor omnibus. I'll get you a sneak peek, my dude. When Melanie's done with this, she's kind enough to open this up. Miracle Man versus Dr. Manhattan. Who would win? Not Alan Moore. I can guarantee you that. I was told that Ice Cream Man ended. Is this true? I've not heard. I've only been reading them in trade, so I don't know. And I'm waiting on the hardcover. I hope not. That's such a good book. Omar, does Paul Dini Omnibus collect any of the Batman Adventure stories? Has the Batman Adventures ever been collected in not an Omnibus edition, and it does not collect any of those? Is this from Rebellion? Is this a talking animal story?
I don't know. There's a couple of personal things in here, so I won't read the letter just in case, out loud, you know?
Just a little token of my appreciation for all the hours you and the family videos have brought me in this horrible year where, I'll keep that to myself. You're welcome, my brother. This is
a gripping story of a young fox's struggle in a hostile world. You know he's talking. Oh, the front cover looks so sad. Oh, it's black and white. Look at this. That's some You get your money's worth of comics in here. The sun, the air, both gone. There's only darkness and pain. Marnie the fox. Oh my gosh! There's this is gonna be sad. And every at the top here, it looks like it's different, like a little teaser. The dam broke and the woodland animals, united by fear, fled for their lives. Or maybe it's saying what happened previously.
So he said I could show this.
Oh, okay.
So this is just a little token of my appreciation. This is from my buddy Brian Meenan. For all the hours you and the family videos have brought me in a horrible year where I lost both my beloved cats, had major health scares, and need 2 upcoming operations, which are dangerous to me due to health and size, etc. So your videos are a bright light in the darkness. Marnie the Fox is a wonderful book that I had Rebellion 2000 AD sent to you, as it is a beautiful story and art. First came across it as a kid myself. Maybe you and the family could do a retro view on it, and Melanie and the girls would love it too, and maybe a tear or two will be shed. Heck, I cried at Ghostbusters Afterlife even. Me too, man. No shame in that. Once again, thank you, and I look forward to many more videos, hopefully. You can show this on a Saturday stream if you want. I did want it. And know that I'm thinking about you, Brian. I'm sorry that
yes, definitely.
You're going through
our
that
thoughts
crap.
And prayers, and this looks amazing. He's saying the story was every week in Buster Comic.
Thank you, buddy.
Wow. Yeah, thank you. That looks awesome.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Planet 62B. While rearranging shelves last night, I lightly deemed up a dust jacket. I feel like a complete loser. No! Is dust jacket damage just part of the game?
It is. Don't feel bad. When I was moving books around, I dropped my new X-Men. It was my second omnibus I owned. I dropped it and it busted. I had to get a new one. Oh, it hurt. I took pictures and I cried. I texted David and he's like, "Are you crying?" And I'm like, "I'm shedding madly tears. This was my second omnibus." So it happens, man. It sucks, but it happens, especially if you're doing it all by yourself, you know. But then again, if you're doing it all by yourself, you can't be angry at anybody but yourself. So if my kids had damaged my book, I'd be yelling at my kids. So, Hannah's saying, "Hey, Hannah, how are you?"
Lovely. And Ace is saying, Buffy's ending next month, and it's been a bad year of reading.
Oh, man.
But the Bleach File arc anime announcement, any word on reprinting those Bleach manga sets, especially set 1, which is mad expensive.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Being out of print.
The stupid One Piece box set 4 is out of print. It's not even out yet. My contact at Viz, before she left, she said they were working on reprinting those. My new contact, I don't know. I'll have to ask them. The new contact at Viz has kind of not been helpful. Anyway.
Oh, and somebody mentioned earlier the big X books in the thumbnail. It's a Sentinel figure.
Yeah, it's a Sentinel. It's a Sentinel. It's a big figure. A toy.
Omar, is 100 Bullets, Brother Lona worth reading?
I've never read it, so I can't. I'm gonna. That'll be my first time reading it in the Omnibus Volume 2. Sweetie, when you come back, can you bring me that Thor book?
Oh, yeah.
I was the one asking about Miracle Man Omnibus Standard Dust Jacket over your Instagram page and here. It's really beautiful. Thank you. Absolutely. And I'll be sharing it on our social media. So we are on social media at NearMinCon. Have you ever accidentally ripped a comic page? Yes. Transformers. My Phase 1 Volume 4, I think. Oh, so painful. Nothing's more painful than damaging your own books like a fool. Yeah. But like I said, you know, you have no one to blame but yourself. So I think that makes it a little bit better. Do we have any news on that Predator? I just answered it a little bit earlier. I think May is the last date that I have, but I'm not sure. Have you checked out Vey Volume 1 by Sarah Elfgren and Carl Johnson? I have not. Any good? You suggesting that? Thor sneak peek is coming as soon as Melanie gets back. Morning, people. Caught up on some reviews yesterday. Great review on Grell and Aliens Volume 2. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate that, D-Rock. I remember Marnie. Oh, thanks for the reminder. Just ordered one to reread this week. Can you hypothetically announce more books? No, I hypothetically cannot. I just had a hypothetical argument because it didn't go my way. I was like, come on, man, you gotta put that Ditko story in there, but it's not by Miller. And I'm like, I know it's not by Miller, but it was left out. And anyway, hypothetically speaking, this is the Thor. Here, let's open it up. This is the Thor Omnibus. This is the new printing. I believe this is still the standard edition cover. So it is weird that I got this one, but I didn't get the X-Men or Fantastic Four. This does have the new spine design. Sorry about that. Let me see if I can get the glare.
I had to get my old lady sweater and thick socks. Freezing.
Back of the book. Retails same price, $100. I sold. Oh my gosh, I sold mine years ago because I got the
cool.
epics.
On the back.
Back is Melanie. What is the name of the hammer?
Your mom.
What'd you say about me, Mama?
She is a wonderful, wonderful lady.
My mom's a saint.
Genuinely, she is. Millionaire.
Yeah, that's it. All right, Kat Dennings. Meow meow. Yeah, so this is Thor.
Say it.
Omnibus Mjolnir.
Mjolnir.
Thor Omnibus.
Woo,
reprint.
that is a strong smelling book.
Yeah, this must be the iMac printer. They usually have strong smelling books, I swear.
I love how you can tell, like, I smell this book, I know where it's printed.
Yep,
It is from-
iMac. It's the iMac printer. You can tell by the smell. I'm not the only one. These people know.
I'm sure they do. Some news
I'm
about
gonna-
the boys hardcovers?
I'm gonna reach out this week.
Five, but I laughed at your mom. Thor equals Marvel Shakespeare.
Absolutely, yeah. Get ready for some heavy reading. My buddy Omni Dog hates this era of Thor. He's like, I couldn't do it. I sold my Omnis because I can't read that stuff. I understand. My daughters read it and liked it though. Like they were okay with it.
Yeah.
You guys need to stop with these hypotheticals. We need to return to demands. What?
I demand a Daredevil by Frank Miller Omni along with the companion.
Quick
Quit
playing.
Quick play.
Let me tell you something, Arjun. I'm hypothetically speaking gonna tell you to write those demands, put them in a little box, and I'll look at them at the end of the year. Okay?
There is no ribbon, Miss Stewie.
Oh yeah, no ribbon. They never come with ribbons. It's Marvel Omnibus.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but
Oh no, he's asking about. I'm sorry. Were you asking about the ribbon?
oh, the bread blue.
It's like black and white. It looks like. I need to open.
Any news on Saga? Where's our buddy to tell us?
I don't know. Is what's her name here in the chat? Omar, I know you said before there's enough content for two Omnibus between Volume 5 and Roger Stern. Just from the issues, there's only 30. Yeah, but you forget. Roger Stern's Amazing Spider-Man also is missing issues. So you would have to include those issues somewhere. I'm sorry,
didn't
baby.
answer the question.
What was the question?
Fiona Staples.
Fiona Staples.
Stop the trap. The question is any news on Saga. I think it's just
That's coming back. That's all I know.
Announced. Was there a date or it was this year?
It's this year.
You always check YouTube for the sticker and we never can see it.
Yeah. That's okay. I want to know what kind of sticker
Thank
it
you
is.
for the super
Brian
chat.
Cruz, my brother, thank you for the super chat. Do you have a question? There we go. Can you find out if Fantastic Four by Byrne reprint will contain a new restoration done for the Masterworks? Would love to know before I pre-order. Yeah, let me ask, okay? That's an excellent, fair question. I would love that.
Look, it's coming back on the 26th. 2 weeks. There you go. Thank you, guys.
All right, Fiona Staples. Thank you. I appreciate that. I love that that's become a joke. Listen, somebody on
I
page.
was so embarrassed. So embarrassed.
Yo,
to be like,
I had to
the
write
real-
a freaking
it's the
Omar
real
apology
Fiona
tour.
Staples.
Omar, is Transformers Phase 3 out now? Yes. Volume 1 is out now. Volume 2 comes out in May, I think. Yes. What's up, Tyler Peck? How you doing, buddy?
Who wins wheelchair race, Professor X or Oracle? Professor X, because he uses
No.
mind power.
Oracle. Because Professor X is in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Oracle's been in that chair for a long time.
There you go.
She got stronger arm muscles. She's got determination. And she ain't going to cheat by using her.
Oh, and secondly, he's not, he's telepathic. He doesn't use telekinesis. So.
Right, he's telepathic.
Yeah, oh, yeah, definitely Oracle.
And all she has to do is put like a stick in that wheel. Professor X flip. That's mean.
Oh, did you not know that? Wait, if you...
Oh, we'll explain at a later time.
Just,
Fiona's profile picture when she was here was a riot.
Somebody that they were Fiona and working out on a bicycle
They
and
couldn't type.
and typing and answering questions of ours about who's your favorite character to draw, and everything's just sounded so legit. And she's like, yeah, it's coming back, blah blah blah. And then we posted an announcement.
Okay,
And then that evening, Brian came on, it's like, no. And he was drunk. And I wasn't. And I was like,
no,
dude,
Brian
we gotta
came
fix
on.
this.
I was.
Yeah, and he was like, it's fine. I'm like, oh my gosh, why? Looking back, like, why would we do that?
Got caught up in the moment. And then we've had creators join us before, so it was like, it wasn't that big of a deal though. Anyway, long story short, Fiona Staples, we got by Fiona Staples. Roger Stern, Avengers versus X-Men, up until the last issue, still one of my favorites. The Silvestri art, dude, right? Man, Uncle Raj it reminds me a lot of like John Byrne in the way that they would just walk out angry from these gigs that they had. Stern left mad. He was like, I can't do it. I'm gone. The subscriber count must surely have grown because Fiona's trampled. I'm confused about Reign of X, trade paperback, and Hellfire Allies. They're double dipping. There is some, not a lot though. There is some. Comic Book Report, you guys are great. You are great, my dude. Hey, and that's my buddy Dean. Hey, if you could put any two current creators on any character, who would they be? Your
mom.
Alan Moore and Mark Silvestri on a Squirrel Girl story. It's Alan Moore. If anybody can make something out of that character, it's Alan Moore. It'll make you rethink your belief in everything you know. Your relationship.
Wow.
Your work.
Probably.
People, yeah, it's Alan Moore. It'll be like his magnum opus. Alan Moore, Squirrel Girl. Or, I'm sorry, the original creator, Squirrel Girl. In all seriousness, I'd like to see Ram V tackle Wolverine. I'd like to see Ram V tackle Wolverine with art by... Oh, man. I really, that guy... What is his name? Bogdanove? The guy that's been drawing Wolverine recently? I'd like to see him just stick to it and just be the ongoing artist on it. He has a very Greg Capullo style.
Dean's saying, will you update your omnibus recommendations for new readers with the new list? Really love those videos, even though I'm not a beginner.
Yeah, Dean. Of course I will. Hopefully you're doing all right, my brother.
What are the best Moon Knight runs for someone that reads Moon Knight for the first time?
Charlie Houston's run, the one that's coming out in omnibus format, it is a great way to start, honestly. Jeff Lemire's run is a great... That's coming out in complete collection, is a great way to get into the character. There's other collections coming out too. I think the Bendis is getting a complete collection. If you want to read that, you do that.
Bendis and Liefeld Wolverine, Dream Team.
But Bill Sienkiewicz and Doug Mensch on the original Moon Knight, when they both start working together, oh, it's so good. Alan Moore, Squirrel Girl versus Supreme. Yes, I want him to pull a Supreme. Like, this wasn't Squirrel Girl that you've been reading about for decades. Rips off her head and it's a robot. I'm the real Squirrel Girl. And I am in touch with all gods and realities. Bachelot or Ramos? Ooh, Bachelot. Good question.
I like a magic series by Kelly Thompson.
Ooh, I really like Kelly Thompson's, what was it, Mr. and Mrs. X that she did. Loving her Miss Marvel, or Captain Marvel, my bad. I really dig Gem and the Holograms, even though you didn't. The only thing I did not like by Kelly Thompson was West Coast Avengers. Didn't dig that. But everything else she's been pretty good at. Jeff Johns, man. Jeff Johns, that's a good one. Jeff Johns on X-Men would have been solid. He did one issue of Ultimate X-Men. Would love to see Donny Cates on either Punisher or Ghost Rider or Wolverine. Donny Cates just write it all. Would be cool.
Cameron's asking if you know the release of Fantastic Four. I always want to say Final Fantasy. Fantastic Four by Hickman Volume 1. I found it on a bookstore site for pre-order, but nowhere else. Worried I won't get it.
If you give me 1 second, I can tell you. I actually have those dates from Marvel themselves. Let's see. It's this one here. Give me 1 second. I think Fantastic Four is still February, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I'm so excited to read that. So many of the people that have the same taste in comics have told me to read it. So I can't wait to read. Was it The Many Deaths of Layla Starr?
Fraser's saying January 26th.
Yeah, no go, man. No way.
Bar is crying.
Why is Bar crying?
Because we're skipping the comments.
Oh yeah, I keep highlighting it, but I don't answer it. Superman is winning. I thought I said that earlier.
Yeah, you did.
Didn't I say that?
Yeah.
CGN is wrong. I'm gonna tell Max he's wrong because I don't think it's coming out in January. I think it is coming out in February now, as far as the list that I have. Could be wrong. Donny Cates' Hulk run is something so far. Something. What do you mean? Is that good something? Bad something? No, don't say anything. Superman's winning. Bar.
Thomas is asking, can you tell me where I can find up-to-date trade reading orders for Marvel DC? Everything I found seems to be out of date.
Reading orders? If you're looking for reading orders, check out my buddy Crushing Crisis. His website is amazing. That is my buddy Peter M. Wonderful dude. And that is the only place I know. He does what I do on videos. That guy puts together on a website and has been running that website for over a decade now. I think it's not all up to date though.
Fraser saying, is Reign of X good?
Ups and downs, man. Like Sword is fun. Hellions has always been good. So ups and downs. If Michael Turner was still here, what book would you want him to draw? Man, somebody pretty. Nightwing.
That would be interesting.
Seriously, because he drew pretty people.
Mm-hmm.
Like his Superman, was very feminine, but a beautiful looking Superman. He could draw. Yeah, I like him to see Nightwing on. If Michael Turner was still around, you know who really reminds me of Michael Turner is, I'm butchering his name and he watches our shows, is Stepan Sajic, the guy that did Sunstone. That's a style that Michael Turner, I think, would have eventually evolved to.
Yeah. Ace is saying, we had someone email. Not near mint. I was confused. Not near mint. A while back, pretending to be Gail Simone, wanted to do an exclusive announcement with us after joining the chat. She was legit in the chat, but the email's from a rando. I want to say in near mint condition, but the YouTube channel is not near mint.
Ooh, Michael Turner Daredevil. That would have been a good one too. Omar, did you read the ending? I haven't read Inferno. I've only read the first 2 issues yet. I really want to read it. I'm almost going to break my oath and read digitally. Dang it.
Sebastian, I do have a superhero crush. Spider-Man. Adult Spider-Man. Because I respect him. He's strong. He's funny. You sympathize with him for all the crap he goes through. This is the Saturday Live morning stream.
Go to this comment first.
We all know we got that Fiona Staples.
Hey, Shonda Sook. She won wrong though, right? Didn't they make an official announcement saying it was coming back in February? Just saying, she won wrong, even though it was fake Fiona.
Thank you, Cesar, for the super chat. New video idea: when a Marvel show movie comes out, put out a recommend read the run of the main character from said movie or show.
I've been thinking about doing that. There's a lot of ideas that I have. It's Sayich. That's how you pronounce it? And he watches our show. He's a good dude. I've been thinking about a couple of things. It's a matter of like having the time to do it and setting time aside. And also, since I'm a one-man show editing and everything, like I have to do it all. Because I also have ideas about like history of and things like that. But maybe as the channel keeps growing, I can actually hire somebody to do video edits. I will. What did he say? John Romita Jr.'s Peter. I remember that was a fun chat that Saturday morning when you were going on.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I like his Peter.
Colin, it's not a book in the thumbnail. It's the Sentinel figure
from HasLab.
Really big.
He's a big boy.
Xavier was saying, I really can't wait for a trial of Beast for all that he's doing.
Oh,
X-Force, he should pay for all his sins. Oh my gosh.
Like X-Force was a book that I really liked at the beginning, and then it just kind of. I don't know if I'm over Percy or not, because I feel the same way about Wolverine. Like, I really like how it started, and then it kind of just... I'd like to see the death of all the Alpha Omnibus.
So you can super laugh hard? No, it's
not super smile hard.
Super smile hard. Yes, Josh, I've told him. Why don't you all tell him?
Right. Hey. Ain't nobody
get an editor.
Bickering here. What can I say? I just love your content. Appreciate your thoughts on comics. Thank you, Cesar. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, man. Hellions was awesome, GD Batman. That's true. They did announce the return of Saga shortly after the incident. Conspiracy, I call it.
Shenanigans.
That's what I'm saying, man.
How does CGN handle reprints?
Pre-orders the best way to get those. Make sure you get them. Seriously.
You too, Dimitri. Oh, Greg Garland, he hasn't opened it yet. He hasn't opened the
I haven't
box.
opened
We
it.
don't know about the joints.
I don't know about the joints yet.
Week.
I imagine he's sleeping with me tonight.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I have my little Noel Christmas kitty. I'll sleep with her.
Okay. Yes to the whole beast, right? Wait, go to Eric. Now, Eric.
Do you think we'll get an Ultimate Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 2?
You want to make an announcement to Eric?
Sure.
Say it. I already announced it. There was a video on the channel, Eric.
Yeah. Yes.
It's coming in September. Volume 2. Congratulations. You made that happen, Eric. You bought that book.
Do you think kids can read the Ultimate Spider-Man Omnibus? Yes, and yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. How would you map a Meat Massacre prologue Omni?
Well,
All
Kevin,
right. How long is this going to take?
We have no. I actually have an answer. We have a segment on the channel called Map My X, where my friends, including Peter M, Oddfell, and Riley, the Omnibus Collector, we get together and hopefully bringing him back this year, and map out these X-Men like Omnis that are missing. We mapped that one out. I argued with them because I said there's going to be 2, and they were like, "No, it's going to be a one big fat one." I said, "No, it's not. It's X-Men." Marvel knows that they can make us pay for 2. Jokes aside, the fake getting it right is suspicious, right? Just saying.
Hi, if there's a Jeff Johns death match, JSA versus Flash versus Green Lantern versus Teen Titans versus Infinite Crises, which one wins in the end? How would you rank the rest?
JSA in this order. JSA is my favorite. Infinite Crisis, Green Lantern, Flash, Superman. I didn't. People have issues with this Avengers, and I like this Avengers. Avengers, Hawkman. What else did you write? Teen Titans. I put Teen Titans over Hawkman though. Teen Titans was solid. At the very bottom would probably be Doomsday Clock or 3 Jokers. That's just my personal opinion.
Well, Kenneth, Superman is winning in the Patreon poll for well, it's not
the
mapping,
Superman reading order.
Yeah, reading order. But Kenneth, I guess, wants some mapping. Map My Superman. So people are asking about the when's the next Map My X video? What about?
I gotta get
map that web.
Spin my web. I'm gonna get a hold of Peter. Peter was he wanted to take a little break.
Yeah.
No answer yet, but I will make it come back. What's up, Trumbo Gun? How you doing, buddy? I saw your email. I'm gonna get back to you. I promise you. Immortal Hulk Omnibus? I don't know yet. Thoughts on Batman Dark Knight Dark City? It's okay. What X-Men books do you think are for kids? X-Men Adventures. Although they've never been collected in any format, but with the announcement of the TV show, I'm sure we'll get some kind of trade paperbacks of those. But X-Men Adventures for sure. They're the ones that are based on the cartoon. What X-Men book? Oh, that was that question. Doomsday Clock. Like I wasn't a fan of Doomsday Clock. How many X-Men Omnis have been published so far? Oh, Lars, a lot. If you see my X-Men reading order, those are all there. They're all in there. Omar, Jeff Johns fixing Hawkman's continuity in JSA was
mwah. Chef's kiss. I'm believing. Mwah.
That character was so convoluted. Aquaman. Dang it! I forgot about Aquaman. I like his Aquaman. I'd put Aquaman over Doomsday Clock and 3 Jokers. Superman. My man. Do you guys have a favorite Ultimate Spider-Man story arc?
I don't remember it because I read it years ago.
Clone Saga, just because he was crushing on himself, the female version of himself. Because I can see myself doing that. Man, this is a female Omar looking pretty good.
I suppose if you're the type of person that's not opposites attract, that you want, somebody that's the same as you, sure. Yeah.
Y'all need to... Where are you from, man? Tyler, are you from Kentucky? Y'all need to stop skipping my comments. Was the Star Wars Legends Old Republic Omnibus Volume 1 what you were talking about when you said start reading Star Wars? Yes, that's exactly the one I was talking about. Omar, do you think we will get another Silver Age Daredevil? Man, that Daredevil book, that's going to be a tough sell. Mainly because it just hasn't sold.
He's saying tighten those knee screws on that Sentinel.
Okay, thank you, sir. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, they would, to see the sales of a volume 2, I think they would have to reprint it. I'm a girl and I'm already in love with female version of myself. Wait a minute.
Girl Spidey was cute.
Right? I just remember that in the Ultimate Clone Saga. Captain Marvel Omni is coming out this year. That's exciting. What? I don't know anything about that.
Hey guys, think they'd ever collect Darwin Cook's The Spirit in hardcover or omnibus format?
I hope. We can't even get a Darwin Cook like the Parker Martini edition. That's been postponed for over a year now.
What about new 52 Teen Titans Omni?
Sure. They seem to love that era, honestly, so I'm sure that will come.
Oh, this is a good idea. Imagine rebooted Clone Saga for Spidey with Hickman. Y'all have to admit that would actually slap. I bet you it would.
What does slap mean?
Slap. It means be good. Be good. Cool.
Is that what? I forgot. Arjun, you're in high school, right? You're talking to two old people. If something's slapping, that's good. Okay. Omar.
Never mind. I shouldn't say it. Omar, do you like Hickman's Avengers run? It kind of didn't click with me. Yes, he does.
Well, not as much as his Fantastic Four X-Men. I think what happened was he was...
Oh, Avengers. I was thinking X-Men.
It's huge. He has such a big cast to work with. And, oh my gosh, I was so confused about that time jump. Get with it, Omar. I'm trying to, man. I'm trying to. And then people told me that I should read Avengers World to understand what happened. Because out of nowhere, like, Cannonball's married and has a kid. And I'm like, wait, that's real? That's a thing? Okay, what? I don't know, man. There were slaps was Bay Area West Coast slang. Surprise, it became more common. It's your fault, Shonda Sook. I think there were parts of it that really worked with me. I thought that was awesome. The whole Thor and Supreme relationship. I enjoyed that. And there were aspects that worked. I love to see Cannonball and Sunspot be on the Avengers. But then there were things that I felt like, I don't know if this is working or not. Yeah. Whereas this Fantastic Four, I thought it was phenomenal.
Ibsy's saying, oh yes, please, can we get a Deadpool reading order or Black Panther since the movie's coming this year?
We getting a Deadpool movie? Maybe. I'm a millennial, and even I have sadly started using Gen Z slang like slaps.
Roberto Rodriguez, the cheater. Hi, how you doing?
Twice.
Hot take. Convention
this
better than Hicksman.
This man won twice for something he shouldn't have been in. Thomas is saying Melanie's more down with the kids than Omar. Word. I'll see myself out. No. She ain't down with it. She ain't down. Hyperion, not Supreme. Why did I say Supreme? Thank you for correcting me. Who was that? We are Ben Omni Dog. My man's on top of it. What do you think will be the next Batman Omni after No Man's Land? I hope it's Contagion Legacy. Because that... Hey. Contagion Legacy would be awesome. Because that leads into the whole Cataclysm thing.
Getting a Black Panther movie.
Oh, okay. I knew about that. Sure.
Yes. You gotta adapt to survive. Have you been watching the Book of Boba Fett?
No, we haven't. No. There are 2 episodes in, right? I need to get on that.
How many times did Superman lose in the ring order polls?
Twice, and I thought
he was 3 times.
He was losing this time, but it looks like he's actually winning.
Do you like Batman Contagion?
I love Batman Contagion. Not as much as Legacy, but Batman Contagion is where the story really begins. And I will say how creepy it is reading Batman Contagion with everything that happened in 2020.
Deadpool 3 has been confirmed and rated R.
That's what's up. What's up, Blowheat? Note to self and others, like the video. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, look. Oh, wait. Okay, Eric said, when I saw Roberto Rodriguez in chat, I thought for a second it was Robert Rodriguez, the film director. Yeah, we've got Robert Rodriguez.
You got any announcements to make?
Rodriguez in the chat.
You got any announcements to make?
Marvel Masterpiece is saying we need a Road to Onslaught omnibus. Because Omar would love.
You know what?
To read it.
I hate that story, but I'd be all over it. I'd be all over that.
So Tom is asking for a Star Wars reading order to be put in the Patreon polls.
Well, okay, so I will say I sold all my Star Wars epics and the original year's Omnis. So maybe when we get more of those, I'll start building a library again and doing that. Otherwise, I would do Superman anyways, even if he loses. Matthew, I think I will. It is really time consuming and energy draining. Like I think I told you all when I did the Saturday stream after X-Men, I was like, woo, That was and I love X-Men. I'm ready to talk about X-Men all day, every day. And even after 6 parts of X-Men reading order, I was defeated. I was like, I need a beer. And it's 9 o'clock in the morning. I just read Batman Contagion myself. Spot on. It's terrific and very timely to read now. Absolutely, man. I'd love to see that in omnibus format. That and Legacy, I think it would be great.
Any chance of a Miss Marvel omnibus reprint or volume 2?
I hope so, especially with that TV show coming out.
It should. And this is a good point. Superman's winning the poll only because people have forgotten about Spider-Man's magic totem abilities.
How you doing, Ateed? Hope you're doing well, my brother.
I don't know how I feel about that. Fraser, thank you for the super chat. So glad I can finally make a Saturday again. Seriously miss these during school. Yeah, it's good to see you.
Fraser, I'm going to get back to you on that chat we've been having on Patreon.
And Brian is saying, I'd love to see Superman reading order as I've just bought all the new 52
and Rebirth hardcovers. Yeah. But this also means I have to go and buy the Bendis stuff, the rest of the stuff that I was missing. So, thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts on Superman Red and Blue?
Wait. Are you talking about the new mini or the Red and Blue, Red Lightning, Blue Lightning? Because I kind of have a soft spot in my heart for that crappy story. But if it's the new story, I have not read it yet.
I've heard that Miss Marvel,
Kamala,
is really good. Yeah, for a second I had to think about how to pronounce it. But I feel like the first Omni could have been bigger.
Oh, yes. If they were to redo it now.
I enjoyed it. It's been a few years since I read it, but I liked it.
If they were to redo it now, I think that they would expand on that. They would make it 2 volumes instead of 3.
You're not a Silver Age DC guy, so where would your reading order for Superman begin? Whatever happened to the Man from Tomorrow, Crisis, Man of Steel? What happened?
Honestly, I have to put whatever happened to the Man of Tomorrow in there because it's such an iconic story and it's a goodbye, right, to the old Superman stories. Kurt Swan, Alan Moore. You know, it's your end, like it's your bookend to Silver Age, and even Golden Age Superman. So I have to put that in there. It's important. And then Crisis, and then of course Man of Steel. How about a Green Arrow death match? How do you rank Grell, Kevin Smith, Winnick, and Meltzer run? All right. Just on this, so my favorites are Mike Grell. I love Mike Grell. Judd Winnick second. Chuck Dixon, Kevin Smith. Brian Meltzer, Percy, Jeff Lemire. Although I think I did like Lemire over Percy, and then Jurgens. Wasn't the biggest fan of Jurgens, even though, you know, he had drawn Green Arrow during Mike Grell's run, but coming in and writing it during the New 52 just didn't really click with me. It is, and it's sad, and it's beautiful. I love it. I have to talk about it.
You do not have to apologize for a noob question. What is the difference between Golden Age writing and modern writing in comics?
Whew. Well, it depends on the story, right? Like Modern Age seems to go faster. It's not as dialogue heavy. You don't have narration boxes explaining to you what you're seeing in the pictures. And a lot of that started really, writing the explanation of what's happening in the pictures kind of takes away from the art. So a lot of editors started doing away with that in the 80s. This isn't something new. And there's no thought bubbles, whereas before you would see thought bubbles, and I kind of miss those. So that's the biggest difference. It's a lot easier to read modern comics. I say sometimes though, like then you have something like Last God or Monstrous for anybody that has read those. Holy crap, those are dialogue heavy, and they're also like narration heavy. And then there are some things from like Silver Age. I want to say Silver Age Thor, while wordy, didn't take that long to read. So that's the basic difference, right? It's like a lot faster to read newer books, modern books.
Look at what Cody said. My 8-year-old niece had saved up $150 for the Ms. Marvel Kamala omnibus and was disappointed that it ended up with under 1,400 pages.
I'm so sorry.
Alive. Wow, that's amazing. And also amazing that she's disappointed, which sounds like bad, but you know what I'm saying? Like, wow.
Remember, Golden Age comic books and Silver Age, including Marvel, had an educational vibe to it. They did. But then they also use the educational comic book science behind it. Although I will say there was a lot of educational information with Carl Barks duck stories. So much so, I know. Do you all know the balloon story to make the ship up? Like there was a story in Carl Barks duck comics that where the nephews get together with Donald and to make this treasure come up from that's underwater.
Yeah.
They put balloons underneath
Yeah.
it to air. And in real life, they did that with this. Was it in Switzerland? There was a ship that was sunken, so they used the same techniques that they used in the Carl Barks story to do that. And I'm so sorry, I cannot remember the name of the story off the top of my head. But it was really cool that they applied that science from a comic book to real life to get the ship and all the stuff underwater. And Silver Age isn't as bad as some people say, though. I love it, and it really depends on your taste. There's people there are people in the chat that are teenagers that love Silver Age, so it really ping pong balls, thank you, thank you, Gary, really enjoy the Silver Age stuff.
Thank you, Mega Shrimpster. Happy New 2022 to you both. A few months back, there was talk about a new box set from Marvel. Has that been put on hold indefinitely?
It's been put on hold indefinitely, so yeah. I'm sorry. As soon as I get word from Marvel, though, I will announce it. And it's not a few months. It's been over a year since I found out about it. Like August. Our June is in high school. It just started talking like this. Slap basically means it goes hard. What does go hard mean?
It's fire.
What does fire mean?
It's fire means it's really good.
Oh, okay, it's really good. Okay. Well, thank you for that educational information. If Omar had thought bubbles, what would it say? Probably things you can't say in the morning chat, that's for sure.
And no, X-Men stories that you're making up in your head.
X-Men stories I mean. Me and Wolverine having a beer together.
How should I buy the brand new Day Era of Spider-Man collected editions?
The Omnibus by JMS, both Volume 1 and 2 are a great way to start that. Then they have complete collections of Big Time and Brand New Day. The box set was Jinx, says Salo. One day he'll come back. I hope so, because I was looking forward to announcing it. Do I need to read Jonathan Hickman's run on Fantastic Four to be able to read his Avengers run? No, but it helps. Yes, I bet a lot of Omar's thought bubbles would be ... Yes.
Please don't say the delayed box set was Gru.
It was not, Brian. It was not. When Skip arrived on the slang scene, I was reading it. What did it say? When
Slap arrived on the slang scene, it meant something dirty.
Oh, okay. Omar's thought bubbles would say, "Dang it,
I
should have
really
PayPal my buddy Ace $100,000. You do know I make YouTube videos for a living, right, Ace? We don't make that much."
Awesome Spidey is saying Brand New Day is not in JMS Omnibus.
Correct. It's in complete collections, even though those are out of print. So hopefully one day we'll get an omnibus of that era.
Trouble box set.
No, you are dead to me, Tapsy Logic. Trouble box set. No. What's up, Saturday Morning Comics? This guy has a great channel. Hey, Omar, you're a Usagi fan, right? Yes. What did you think of the new Neko Usagi figure? It's based on the animated version from the 80s, and I think it looks sweet, personally. I think I'm going to pre-order as soon as it's available. Yes, I'm excited for that. I also want Super 7 to do a Usagi over-the-top Raging Rabbit. Like, I love that figure, because I had that one as a kid. Not so much so Space Usagi, but I want that.
Do you know if Akira will receive a deluxe treatment for its 40th anniversary this year, which is insane?
I mean, they could just take the hardcovers that are in the box set and then sell them individually. So why not?
40?
Don't.
And it's like so comparable to animation nowadays.
Well, Akira, he's talking about the manga.
I know, but I'm talking about the movie.
Well, in the movie, he's almost 40 years old, though.
Yeah,
you're right.
40 years old, isn't it?
No.
Well, it's almost.
Don't make me older than I am, please.
Thoughts on 90s Black Lightning?
There wasn't a lot of him back then, honestly. But, yeah, I dug it.
All right. Timelines, approximate timelines for Golden Age, Silver Age,
Bronze
Age, Modern Age.
I don't know. Things are changing all the time.
What do y'all think of the chat?
Silver Age, Flash of Two Worlds is what kicked off the Silver Age, right? And then, of course, for Marvel, it's Fantastic Four #1. So there's your beginning of the Silver Age. Bronze Age, my goodness, that's different everywhere. Like, is it Justice League for Bronze Age? Then Marvel, my gosh, Giant Size 1 maybe? And then what do you consider modern? Because things are always changing. 10 years from now, the modern age is going to be different. Modern age is going to be slapping 10 years from now.
Oh, high five!
Thanks, Eric. Movie is 34 years old. My goodness, I remember driving to Chicago with friends to go see that because no theater here in Kentucky was playing it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was a
fun
experience.
It was a fun experience. I'm reading Marvel, Darth Vader, Gillian, and Soul run digitally. So good. Don't know when the Omnis will be reprinted. This summer, right? Or no, the spring. In the spring.
This makes sense. The GD Madman misses bad events at DC.
That makes sense. Yes.
Akira is a stunning piece of animation. I watched it recently. It still holds up.
It's
you know what I'm talking about.
It's amazing.
Project Echo, buddy. Akira will apparently get an actual anime series soon.
I don't know how I feel about that. The anime just is so amazing. Silver Age first book is showcase number 4, according to Matthew C.
Omar, it's not the years, it's the mileage.
It's the mileage, baby. You remember who said that?
Nope.
Han Solo.
Oh.
Nope. Han Solo does not use mileage.
Oh, yeah,
This
that's
is
true.
parsecs.
Well, then who? Parsecs, which is not a physical distance term.
Indiana Jones.
Okay. Gold, I think, is beginning 60s. Bronze is like late 80s. And modern is turn of the century, I think.
Wait a minute. Isn't gold like 30s though? Like the golden age of like.
Well, beginning to 60s.
Oh, beginning. Right, the beginning. I'm sorry. Yes. Go up here because somebody's asking about what's the best. Best solo Lobo story. Lobo's back, baby. Lobo's back all day, every day. What's the big book? The big book is not a book. It's my Sentinel. It's a Sentinel. It's a toy. Big giant toy.
When will you announce the new omnibus?
This week, I hope. Oh, look at my buddy Troll Gun throwing out that Jinro. What's up, Jinro? You know, I love that dude's animation. He also did the Pat Labor, the third movie. What was it called? World War. Oh my gosh, was it World War III? Something like that. Sugar Man, no hashtags. Darth Vader by Soul came out last week. It did. The Gillen one, I think, comes out in the spring.
Speaking of anime, have you seen Arcane on Netflix? Nope, we haven't.
I heard it was really good.
Yesterday.
I heard it was really good. And I heard that, you know, a lot of people are missing out on it because it's animation. And that sucks because, you know, we don't, in America, we still have the mentality of animation is for kids still.
Hey, Phil Owens.
How you doing, bud?
The Lobo Paramilitary Christmas Special.
Good answer. Do any rights? Do
any companies have rights on Resident Evil?
There was Resident Evil comics, but I don't know who owns the rights to them anymore. Honestly,
I'm addicted to collecting comic books that are number ones from the 70s. Today's comics. I have 8 long boxes full of number ones with only about 40, which are copies of comics I really like. That's awesome.
That is great. Do you have Super Pro number 1? You have Super Pro number 1. Do you have your director's cut of Super Pro number 1?
Hey, Jack Berry. Bronze Age equals Kirby quits Marvel and creates Fourth World for DC.
Is it though? I really thought Giant Size was the start of the Bronze Age, but I could be wrong.
Who publishes Capcom?
Udon, but licenses like that are different because Resident Evil still some rights go back to the original creators, not just Capcom. It's really weird. It's like the Castlevania rights. Some are Konami.
No Varg, I really can't watch current day anime. Animation was too slick. CG has no soul to me. Give me pencil lines all day, every day.
I feel the same. And like to watch those Berserk movies took me a while to get used to.
Yeah.
But they were good.
Yeah.
Compared to the TV show we don't talk about.
Super Pro number 1,
Super Pro number 1, baby.
Glitchtron. Since Omnibus by Donny Cates is coming in 2022, maybe they'll reprint some other Venom Omnis, especially the Spider-Man versus Venom one. At least I hope so.
I would hope so. Especially that's the only place to get Maximum Carnage in oversized format too.
I got the Incal and Meta Barons deluxe editions, but are the before Incal and Meta Barons second cycle included in these slipcases?
No, they are not. Those are different stories. Before Incal and after Incal, those are not collected in the Incal, and Meta Baron's second cycle is not in there. Neither is the Weapons of the Meta Barons. It's just the original.
I like how people in the chat, are having this great conversation with us as well about the dates, the era dates.
Yeah, this is fun.
Okay, by the way, I changed my name for Jess. So far.
This is Jeremy. I didn't know. That's what Jess calls him woke Nate. I like Jeremy. He's a good guy. Thought you missed my message. I don't miss messages. I see everything. I miss the days of 2D animation, honestly. I know it's still around, but it isn't the same anymore. No, it's not. It's just, it's difficult to do 2D animation, which makes me worried. I know people are excited about X-Men animated 97 coming back, but then I thought, what if they use the animation from What If? What if they use the animation from What If? Yeah, I wasn't a fan of the What If animation, and if they use that for the X-Men 97,
looked rushed as well.
That makes me less excited because I also miss the hand-drawn animation days.
Not NFL Super Pro.
It is. It is.
Oh,
it is.
Oh, what the?
He was part of the NFL. Like, I mean, that was the thing. Yeah.
No, what's the? Oh, it's just the Pro.
The Pro by Amanda Connor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Never mind. That's what I was thinking.
Nope. Super Pro was a '90s. Yeah, Super Pro. Yeah, man.
Ooh, Alex is asking about Fantastic Four Burn #1. The same is currently on sale in the reprint. Any change of spines or anything like that?
If it doesn't have a picture, then definitely there will be a change in spine. Definitely, I say. Omar, please watch and read the manga anime series Land of the Lustrous. It's one of my favorite series of all time. It's the best looking CG I've seen out of Japan. Final Incal. Did I say after Incal? Thank you. Final Incal.
Yeah. Okay. What are the chances of a Truman Ostrander Hawk World Omnibus finally happening?
We can't even get Suicide Squad. We can't get the Spectre. I don't know, man. It's so tough to say with DC. I really don't know sometimes, like, the way they think, but nor do I have to. Yeah, it's just, I wish you could see things happening. Like, I wish I could say, oh yeah, they're releasing a Question Omnibus Volume 1 for sure. Volume 2 is happening. So maybe one day. Bronze Age first books could be House of Secrets 92 or Green Lantern, Green Arrow 76. These predate the giant size X-Men by 5 years, feature a price change and size change. And I really do think with time, those dates are going to shift. Omar, read my chat. Oh, wait, I'm Lohit, not Leo. I miss Leo. Love for Leo. One of the best guys in the chat. He only shows up when Amanda shows up. It's like he has this spider sense when Amanda shows up.
Well, but he doesn't read the books, right?
He watches the movies.
He watches movies, so. Yeah, that's right, Josh. Talk trash about CG animation with the Me Loving reboot.
Speaking of trash CG animation. Thanks for that segue, Josh.
No, I'm not that big a fan of like Pixar, which is
what?
Really good. I don't think it's the
Cars 2.
I don't think it's the fact that CG.
Finding Dory, the classics.
It's
Good Dinosaur.
Just the branding, just the way their facial expressions, the way they move. I like.
Hey.
Okay, Toy Story.
Their moms,
which was
though.
The beginning of Pixar.
Their moms, though. Just saying, them girls are thick. Girls are thick, son.
Are you talking about in Pixar?
In Pixar movies, look at Miss Incredible. Woo! That girl was built right. Anyway, what were we saying?
I like Toy Story, that animation and reboot because that is nostalgia, so much nostalgia. Or the '90s Disney movies. I like that facial expression animation. I don't know. I hope that makes sense.
The first look, they're going to cancel you now. People are saying
Pixar's the reason that reboot was canceled on ABC.
Dan Didio is the reason reboot was canceled. Omar said this is the Saturday stream.
I think they came back with the movies and I appreciated it, but
I'm getting off track.
It's got Glitch Bob with Real Bob, and I wanted Real Bob. I don't like Glitch Bob.
Real questions now. Omar, Miss Incredible, or Dexter's Mom.
Oh my gosh, Dexter's Laboratory is such a good show. In Dexter's Laboratory.
I gotta go with Miss Incredible, man. She's that outfit though. That outfit. Pixar's mom built like Black Knight.
She's got skinnier legs and they're longer. Miss Incredible than Dexter's mom.
I know you. Aaron.
Wait! Powerpuff Girls. Sarah Bellum.
I don't remember.
You couldn't see the top of her head. You'd only see her body, so it was like shoo 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 shoo. Shoo 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 shoo.
What the heck is that?
She was the mayor's assistant.
I don't remember that. I know Aaron's Avengers isn't that popular, but you think there'll be an omnibus after Aaron finishes the series. Well, we're getting a Heroes Reborn omnibus from that era, so maybe. It's just Daredevil by Zdarsky, Volume 1 and 2 reprints. Volume 2 hasn't come out yet, so probably Maybe I'll ask. Pixar's storytelling method is so strictly.
Yes, it's so strictly adhered to that you've seen the whole movie the moment you press play. Yes.
Is that true?
Yes.
You did not see that one. Wait, I don't want to spoil Up. That first 10 minutes of Up, what they were saying, you did not see that coming.
But then the rest of the movie, I like first acts of movies, and then
Did you expect them to find Dory? I think not.
Dexter's mom is the one wearing yellow gloves. Yes, but we're talking about those hips.
Yo, we're gonna talk about moms and cartoons, though. I mean, we could. This is an AMA
yeah, okay,
talk.
Imsy knows what I'm talking about. It's Jojo. Oh, that is.
Powerpuff Girls just finished binging that show recently.
Oh yeah, Sarah Bellum had a giraffe neck. Sarah Bellum, that was her name.
I ain't into giraffe necks. That ain't for me.
Yeah, she's a redhead because sometimes you would see like the back of her head. There's one episode she's fighting.
Donny Cates' Thor any good? Yeah, it's good. It's a different Thor. Keep in mind, like he changes the character right after the ending of Aaron, when Aaron leaves him in a specific position. Donny Cates is like, yeah, we'll get rid of that, but he does it in a cool way. I appreciate it the way it was done.
Bubbles was a better Mojo than Mojo Jojo. Oh yeah, because she would go crazy sometimes.
Wait, Dory was found at the end of the movie. I'm not spoiling that for anybody.
Senorita Velo in Spanish. Redhead always means wearing red, curves all over the place. We never saw her face. PPG really reaching there.
Powerpuff Girls. Huh?
So, wait, was that her name in Spanish then? Sarah Bellum?
Sugar Man, do not highlight Sugar Man's comment. He ain't wrong.
Oh man.
I can't believe we're talking about Pixar moms now.
Yes. Okay, yeah. Did I miss the Nova Omnibus announcements?
I'm so sorry, Chad. I missed the Nova Omnibus announcements. I don't know anything about those. Maybe one day we'll get the classics reprinted though, because they're out of print right now.
Okay. Joseph's asking, why are Omnis so hard to get in the UK? Is it because of Brexit?
If you're in the UK, check out Reed's Comic Shop. Like they will ship out to the UK. They are able to get the standard editions and direct market covers. Jeff Johns on Nova. Ooh, where did that come from? I like that idea. Is there a King Conan run Omnis from the 90s? There's one from the late 80s, 90s that's coming out in omnibus format.
All right. Don Didio worked on season 3, which is arguably the best season by far. No, he joined in 96. A reboot was off by ABC by February that year. I like 2's my favorite.
Yeah.
Omar's is 3 because it had like an actual story arc and character development. I don't need that.
Captain Capacitor was the man.
Oh, Captain Capacitor was cool. Did you hear my accountment? It's that I love and appreciate you all. Oh, thanks.
Well, we love and appreciate you. What's up, Kenneth Franklin? How you doing, buddy? Do you think we'll get a Black Canary by Jed McKay or Black Cat? Jed McKay's killing it, isn't he? Or Kate Bishop by Kelly Thompson. I really hope we get a Kate Bishop omnibus with the reprint of Mad Fractions, I'm sure, because a lot of people want that. Or man, they could expand it and make it a big fat omnibus. That would be cool. Black Cat, man, if people aren't reading it, they are really missing out. I am loving Black Cat, as well as Spider-Woman. Spider-Woman's been a lot of fun too. But that's Carla Pacheco that's writing that. She's been doing an awesome job writing that book.
Phil, maybe you could share, with you being in the UK and having no problem getting omnis, share how you order them.
Yeah. It was Powerpuff Girls live action show on CW, as far as I know, and it was canceled. The world didn't lose nothing. We're better off.
No.
Are they really doing a live action Powerpuff Girls? I didn't know about that.
Hi, Joe Cool.
What's up, Joe Cool? How you doing?
What is Hickman going to do after he finishes X-Men?
Oh, the rumors are spreading. I heard Spider-Man. I don't know. Who would you like to write Amazing Spider-Man after Beyond storyline? I'm guessing a new #1 is coming. And yeah, rumors are flying around that it's Hickman. That'd be cool. Somebody said it'd be cool to see Hickman write the Clone Saga, or his version of the Clone Saga. It would slap.
Fist bump.
I don't think people do that anymore.
Remember when Johnny Bravo had a date with a deer? No, I don't remember that episode. Does anybody remember Syphil and Ollie? It was on MTV, and they were sock puppets. I love that show. Syphil and Ollie. Syphil and Ollie show. Rock. Syphil.
Is it me, or do you guys get annoyed that the MCU stuff, they don't credit the authors of the stories in their movies? I don't see any mention of Matt Fraction in the Hawkeye show. He got a production credit, You know who got shafted though? Was David Aja. He didn't get anything, and the credits in that show are his artwork. So if anybody should be complaining, it should be the artist. But a lot of the writers do get a thanks or something. I don't think that necessarily means a paycheck because it was work for hire when they wrote these stories. I mean, you can read about or hear about Ed Brubaker talking about that specific thing when creating the Winter Soldier and how much it broke his heart to just get like a thank you. So,
all right, Philip loves Syphil and Holly.
of course, Philip does. What's up, Philip?
Oh yeah, Johnny Quest was a really good show.
Spy versus Spy. I used to collect the Mad Comics just for Spy versus Spy. I used to get the collected editions of Spy versus Spy when I was a kid. I love that stuff, man.
Sorry, I was laughing at News Movie Channel. Okay, well, it's 1 o'clock.
Oh, is it 1 o'clock? Yeah, Bill Finger. Probably the worst example or the best example of people getting screwed out of credits, huh? Thank you all so much for joining us. Check out our sponsor here in America, cheapgraphicnovels.com. Tell them your mint condition sent you their way for free shipping on your first order. Don't forget to hit like. Come back to the channel. Tomorrow will be a retro view of an omnibus. Monday will be the Rise of the Sith trades, Marvel trades on Tuesday. Old Reader, New Reader comes back on Tuesday. Wednesday will be probably the Book of Magic Volume 2. Thursday will be Batman Omnibus, No Man's Land, hopefully. And then Friday will be the solicitations from DC Comics for April 20 something. I don't know what they were in. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.
Wait
everybody.
a second. You can tell we've got something to do because you did not say 5 more questions.
Oh,
you are all
we
about...
got to get going.
Okay, I know. Just a second. I want to give a shout out to Saturday Morning Comics for doing a Dexter's Lab comic hunt just today on my channel. There was a very unusual listing.
Listing. What did you find? Darth Jar Jar Omnibus. No.
Bye, guys.
Take care of those yams.
Take care and stay minty.
Bye, everybody. Thank you for joining us on this live stream. You just ended.